Hey guys, it is 6 o'clock in the evening and we are in front of Pebble Beach, just across the way from the White House, where the flags are at half-staff again, and the bird's going to hit me. Anyway, we're going to make our way down into the press room. We've got a thing tonight about 7. And I guys have to get in here before they shut down. Everybody's doing their stand-ups. I think the VP's getting ready to head home. Looks like her cars are all out. So, Michelle Yeoh and Ke Huy Quan, I gotta learn how to pronounce his name, the guy who won the Oscar. They're both scheduled to be in the East Room tonight. Alright, let's go inside to get a drink. Now the photographer's just killing time out here. Yeah. It smells like popcorn.
I'm sure this something that was wet. You know, it needed to dry out. Could have been, but I'm not sure.
Back to our little hole. See if they got the good chips today. No, they don't. What is her?
Congressman Gallego said years have indicated that they are not equipped to handle the search. He sent some letters to agencies last week. On CBS News Senator said the White House response hasn't been adequate, indicating that there wasn't enough communication on the details of the plan that Secretary George has strongly pushed back on the program. In Cheyenne, Texas, Governor...
There's the popcorn. Yeah, that's the big popcorn machines. Okay, we're in the tradesman route. This is through the bowels. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. I don't think they're ever going to get rid of these Easter baskets. Oh, and the door's locked. There's one behind me. There's an agent behind me, I think. There was when we came by the popcorn. I think they stopped for popcorn. No Michelle Yeoh, we've been told. Oh, who's here? Just tourists. Don't want to bang into that. Oh, excuse us. Excuse us. No Michelle Yeoh? Oh, bummer, man. Whoa. All right, let's see what we got. Excuse me.
In preparing for tonight, I've reflected even further back to my arrival on the shores of California as a refugee from Vietnam when I was 8 years old. I was what they call a boat person. And little did I know, just a few years later, I became an actor. And even more recently, and still unbelievable to me, I became an Academy Award-winning actor.
This incredible story. Born in Vietnam, separated from his family as a refugee in Hong Kong, before reuniting with them in America when he was 8 years old. 4 years later, Steven Spielberg, a friend and acquaintance, cast him as the side of Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones. I hate to say this, that's how I remember you. most of all.
There's popcorn on the way. An old. Yeah, you guys ate all the popcorn. Yeah. Thanks, man. Bummer. No popcorn. I'm gonna dump my ladder. Oh. Alright, let's put my ladder away. Okay, so that's done. It's 8:20, not that late. We're going to run back in the press room, grab our stuff, and head out of here. Get some good pictures?
I think so.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have bags.
Oh my gosh.
So here, we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do the first one because I promised to Susie.
You can be help. Perfect.
No, I'm just gonna do the first one because I promised.
Okay, guys, this is my bag of popcorn as we exit the White House tonight. Got a lot of photos. You'll see those in a minute. And we'll continue our video tomorrow with sights and sounds of Washington. So let's start tomorrow. Click. Union protest. Now this is a bumpy road. Okay guys, so we're off our beaten track a little bit. We're down in Southwest DC. This is a new area. Well, Southwest is not a new area, but this area down here is known as the Wharf. It is a massive redevelopment project in the last 10 years or so, destroying a bunch of old cheap hotels and tourist restaurants and replacing them with high-end luxury condos and office buildings and fancy restaurants that even I don't want to go to because they're too expensive. Let's go right around out here a bit. Oof. So it was raining earlier. It's about 60 degrees right now. It's like, what, 15 Celsius or something like that. It's a bit chilly with the wind on the bike, but let's stop. Now that massive building on the left is Arena Stage. When I lived here, it used to be just this small little thing, and now they've built this megapolis for live performances, plays, and whatnot. I think there's several different theaters inside the Arena Stage. And yeah, I think the old stage might even be in there. And they just built that thing around it. Yeah, there's the original Arena Stage right there. And they built this giant construction around it, adding more capacity and whatnot. This just opened down here, this whole section. Like a whole new building. Oh, this is a church. And I don't know what this is. An event hall. Let's go down to the fireboats. Those fireboats are cool. Funk. Ooh. So that's one of the floating restaurants that makes its way up the river. I think it's called the Odyssey or something like that. You can do what's called the Booze Cruise, which is a popular thing for young congressional interns and staff. This is the fireboat, police boat station down here. DC Fire has 3 major fireboats and a bunch of little ones, and then I have no idea how many of the police boats there are. There's quite a few over there. But this is where they're based. Yeah, I got some on trailers if they need to take them somewhere. Now, originally when they built this facility, this was going to be the DC helicopter port too, but all the people who lived here, they weren't too thrilled about helicopters landing day in, day out. Speaking of, I think we hear one coming down the channel. Let's see what we got. Should come around the... Oh, it's behind me. It's behind me. I think it's a mussel flight. Yep, just a mussel flight. So we got one going this way, and we actually have another one down there, but I don't think he's coming towards us. I think he's going up the Anacostia. So there's 2 mussels. Air Force VIP transport. Pretty common to see in DC. Dozens a day. Now here at the end of the sidewalk though, this is the Titanic Memorial. Memorial to those who perished on the Titanic. It's got an interesting inscription on it. To the brave men who perished in the wreck of the Titanic, April 15th, 1912, they gave their lives that women and children might be saved. Well, you know, I saw the movie. I'm not entirely sure that's accurate. Now, right over down there, that is Fort McNair. That's a U.S. Army military base where some very high-ranking generals live. That's also the backup landing zone for the White House. So you see me down here occasionally filming Marine One. Let's go by the base, yeah? So here on the right is the entrance to Fort McNair. The National Defense University and the Army War College, I think, are here. Places where military officers go for advanced studies. Leslie J. McNair, 1791. It is where the conspirators in the Lincoln assassination were executed, tried and executed. There's one building that's open twice a year. You can go visit the courtroom where they had the trial, and then they hung them out back. And that was here at Fort McNair. This is also generally considered one of the escape places for the U.S. Congress. I think during 9/11, a lot of the congressmen were brought here to Fort McNair in a safe space. So this building here on the left is one of my favorite buildings in DC because it's so cool. This is where fire trucks go to die, or fire trucks go to get saved. This is the Fleet Maintenance Division of the DC Fire Department, and this is where they fix all the broken fire trucks, yeah? You look inside, it's just filled with fire trucks and ambulances and all sorts of cool vehicles. There's a bunch more parked out here on the street too, in various stages of repair. But they don't give tours here. They should. I would love to have a tour. So there's a big tower in there. Oh, the doors are all closed right now. Oh, this one's open. That says Tower 9. Truck 9 from U Street. There's an ambulance 35 also getting fixed. That's a reserve engine 72 and 78. Oh, and there's over here. I want to show you this. This is a vending machine to give out health materials. You can get free COVID testing. You can get fentanyl test strips, homeless supplies, and you can get Narcan. See that? Narcan, the opioid overdose medicine. Now, I'm on the streets with the folks all the time. So I'll put it in. So you see guys, I see homeless guys all the time. Okay, get stuck just like a bag of chips. There we go. This is Narcan. This will counteract an opioid like fentanyl or heroin or something like that. If I ever come across an overdose, I now have the ability to save that person's life. I'm going to put this in my backpack, carry it with me, because you know, I see a lot of homeless people on the streets, see a lot of stuff like that. I think it'd just be better to have that just in case, yeah? All right, let's swing back up to the Capitol, which is just down the street.
Are you good?
All right, there's the Capitol, guys. Let's head on up and see what we can see. More construction on the Cannon building. It's a long-term repair that's been going on there a couple years now. All right, let's go navigate these barriers up here. Ooh. House is in session. Flags are at half staff, though. That's for the shooting in Texas the other day. Flags are at half staff pretty much all over the city, the White House, Capitol. Let's... We're out on the plaza. There we go. Not much going on today. They are in session today, but I don't think there's anything major. McCarthy and McConnell, Schumer and Jeffries are going to the White House to talk about the debt limit later. Where's the thing? There's the Capitol. Quiet at the Supreme Court as well right now. Lots of black Suburbans. The typical Washington, D.C. vehicle of choice. Pretty cloudy day. It's supposed to get rain in about the next 30 minutes, so maybe we'll make our way to find some food somewhere. This is kind of a crazy downhill. This is when you realize Capitol Hill is a hill, when you come up it. I hope nobody backs up. Big tour group all dressed in blue. And we've got to run this barrier without crashing. There we go. Oof. Oh, I just felt the drop of rain. All right, where's my car? 12th Street. Where am I? 1st Street. 12 blocks. Let's boogie. See what we can do. Get this electric bike going. Oh, what's going on? It's like I hit max speed on the bike. It won't go any faster. They cut some holes in the sheeting up there, part of the stone replacement project I've shown you before. It's kind of interesting. This is the Botanical Gardens. I did a video here once where we took you around so you can see all the cool plants inside. This is a car doing something, whatever. You think I drive crazy? Cut over here, these tourists by the Eisenhower Memorial, one of our newest presidential memorials. A memorial to Dwight Eisenhower. Just right here, there's a little young Ike. Let's go find a bike rack. Those are the cliffs of Pointe du Hoc, or a representation of the Pointe du Hoc cliffs, those walls. Life size, that's what the Army Rangers had to climb up on D-Day. Crazy stuff. All right, we're gonna stop here if we got a bike rack. If not, we're just gonna keep going. Pray we don't get soaked. Yeah, I need to be up on that bridge up there, straight ahead of me, and I'm down here. Well, let's see if these bikes can go upstairs. Oh, maybe I can go under this thing. I never really go under this ramp very much because I don't know I don't know where it goes. Oh, I think it goes where I need it to go though. Let's go for it. Oh man, geez, it stinks under here. It's a mixture of urine and weed, basically, or urine or weed infested urine. I don't know what. Okay. L'Enfant Plaza, Bonneker Circle. Okay, this is where we want to go, I guess. Cool, I have never done this. Spy Museum, hotel, shops, restaurants. Yeah, let's do it. Whoa, this really is like 6'6". Yay! It worked. We're up at the Spy Museum where I know there's a bike rack and we can dump this bike. Oh, they're still protesting over there. Okay guys, so that's my day and a little bit of last night. In case you're gonna ask, that Narcan that I got, that was free. The city of DC, the DC government gives those out free, all over the city. There are 4 or 5 of those vending machines, and you can actually you can email them, they'll mail it to you in a nondescript box if you want it. Hopefully I'll never ever have to use it. I have watched a couple training videos on how to administer it, should that happen, but it's better to be safe rather than sorry. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching. We will be back tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.